Don't we have a job to do?
What should I try this time?
Huh?
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a... I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry, I'm quite all right. It's as I grow older, I'm starting to find that with I am still very much in good standing.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing.
So in other words, you pick someone.
Correct. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on...
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer.
It's Jaylon!
Jeff, fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next...
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too.
All right, then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tien, you...
Huh? Jaylon.
I'm not opposed to the idea, but So, how about this? If...
Deal. Well, you guys meet me on the first floor when you're ready. And no need to pay for your tea. You're all set?
Uncle Tien seems really...
Yeah, it may sound... So he's recommended 3 candidates. Xinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their name.
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right, heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh, wonderful. Flowers.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh, wonderful. Another flower is blooming.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion, and I've dealt with all kinds of people in my...
Oh, I think it's...
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able...
Oh, come on. That's just... All right, you two. Let's not get into a big... Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're a...
Fine. They're not the best quality.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. Well, I've split it into 2 stages. Current affair. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them...
It's also worth mentioning, failing the occurrence of some... There's still some time. Have a skim. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you... Finished, huh?
Everyone took it.
Of course they d. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. That's for me to know, and we'll see the candidates now. Let's do...
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the... I had assumed that given the I trust you've read through my manifesto. I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a cloud retainer. You know this Adeptus? With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please, introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I've worked there for, 9 years. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should... My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts.
Is it just Paimon, or...
You know what? Let's leave the self in...
Oh, hello. What would you like to know? You're here to...
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have...
Very fair question, but I'm confident in my plan. I visited... Of course, 2 different problems can be in...
How do you plan to...
A great question. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for...
Nice answer.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was...
Here's my take on what we... As you saw, but he is... Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more but he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites.
Perfect summer.
Last but not least, Zhi. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. But what really interests me...
Great.
We'll see.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right.
Those 3 candidates, but Chen Wei.
Whoa! So how did
Chen Wei was we first met while fishing. Jury came from up. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out quiet. And now, all of a sudden, the young are growing up and...
I don't know, Uncle Tian.
Oh, you. There's
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to...
Fresh fish soup.
Doesn't it? Oh, when we've been fishing recently, that flavor makes for a fond memory.
Ooh, combine.
Let's get back to the map.
I appointed. Had you not asked me why, this decision must be... Remember,
Understood. Come on, let's go.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. So, his manifesto was...
Easy.
Huh?
No, nothing like that. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get it. For example,
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they?
did they scare you? These two are Wenya as my trusted assistants. They are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various... Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time.
Nothing can take that guy down.
Shanghua, visit all the
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Zhi. Well, obviously. Let's go to the docks first.
If we're looking for him, he does business up the north.
That's...
Come on. What?
Look, your asking price for this batch. Come on, hear me out. I accidentally dropped one into a... Even so... All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll... Okay. Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any...
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy
Juri? Yes, I've heard a story about him. That one of his neighbors was terribly rude to him. He returned cruelty with kindness.
He sounds like a decent man.
Why are you asking about him anyway? Well then, in that case...
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Lin Long. Come on, but try not to let him see you.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you. Try not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you. try not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like...
We shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Wait,
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become you'll be able to try all the finest food for free.
we will? Well, come...
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association. We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity. Without...
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me... apparently, he had... How does that saying go? What doesn't...
Yeah, we think so.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association...
Oh?
He's good at a lot of things, but his catches are always... mediocre.
That sounds fantastic.
Sure thing. See?
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking.
Here to buy some fish? You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We've heard about a certain Juri who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but
Oh? Why is that?
because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Other techniques.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course, we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember. Probably 'cause it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when...
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And
Certainly. You can also tell my friend...
Thank you, ma'am!
You're welcome. Well then.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? Well, Juri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did he...
Sudden?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to... Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within his childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor.
When you put it like...
Of course, if that's all, Jur-E was born into a... The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? Right. And that changes everything. That's the worst case scenario.
Someone's trying to... Even if we ask Juri...
First, we need to find out... Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yansheng Tea House.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. Officially, the assessment...
Yikes!
Whatever else Uncle Any evidence he's left...
Oh, this...
Looks like I'm the first one back.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yeon's little helpers! Shung! If you're back, that means you finished
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us...
Yes, Lady Yeon. To summarize my findings, most people who've had the young master of the... Once he signs a contract with somebody,
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But where he buys from and sells, Chenwei often it's like he wants people to know that...
What a strange guy.
To validate his theories.
I'm back! Huh?
Why do you think?
You... Lady Yeon.
Well,
The Ministry of Civil... But after a few days of getting...
in your opinion, was the...
I don't believe so. According to Miss Yu... Oh, and also...
Whoa.
Like I said before.
Ah! So...
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So... I can't see any... The only one that strikes me as a little unusual. Jiangshu... At some point, a long time ago.
So, did they find it?
None. The technology wasn't much... Jur-E's manifest... Still.
Excavation? Project? Oh, yeah!
Did he now?
Does that mean the black...
No. Not... They do possess some... Still. Some...
Shinwei and Mingbo both turned out to be complete... What about Jur-E? Is there another side to him too?
Rain, if only you could cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues. From the back, it looks like a ledger. We don't know who wrote it.
You think there's...
Yes. At this rate, by the time the Qing... That'll give them the chance to... Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. No red flags if all they did was change some key stuff. That's the advantage of...
When you put it like that...
That's a question for the newcomers.
Excuse us.
I gotta say, my only complaint, I guess they just need some...
They go up.
You got that right. It rained afterward. Hey, you're only young.
Interesting. Looks like our hunch drinking in Leo. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprint.
They went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up. These footprints are heading towards Leo Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Well, since I'm back, might as well find something to do.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous. Look at these ashes.
Could there be anything left? Maybe
The odds of that are very...
Why don't we wait for them?
We can't count on that. To me, that's...
Darn!
Make no mistake, I smelled some... Those newcomers probably thought they'd be...
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
There is a certain place. Some wealthy people there put... when that fragrant ink is burned. This is the exactly. But it's all I need.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see...
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. I sent him to look at... I left him a note at... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incom. I asked all the fishermen when I got back. I heard What? No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible.
Interesting. Then...
Fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what are you...
Honestly, I've already tried.
Okay, so...
No, we'll still need to...
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time. Tomorrow morning, I'll be sure to arrive on time.
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
It looks like we're all here. I won't drone on.
All of us here know.
Qianwei, Mingbo is reliable, but not quite in contrast, after much.
Thank you. Honestly, in my estimation, would either of you entertain?
I'll have.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll.
I will live up to the Tian. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I.
Count me out. I'm not.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. If you can't answer that,
Oh no.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards.
Follow him. Quick.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
I'm sorry, lady. He's too good at this.
How the heck did he manage this? I guess Zhi.
No, Upe.
What?
Don't blame yourselves. If I'd asked you to tail up,
Xinyue kiosk. A few moments later, I figured that if we spook, so I stopped Upe.
good work. The fish didn't take the bit. Let's go to Xinyu.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose.
Our customers are free.
Okay,
Well, maybe I did.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick.
Oh, he didn't buy it.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very. This gentleman ordered it.
Liquor?
Where to?
Xiguan. Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But
for this set,
okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it up.
well, don't take too long.
This is turning into a.
I'd just like to point.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading.
Yelan, oh, if we can't figure out where Zhi went, there's.
If so,
What do you mean?
first of all, if he was just looking to celebrate. No. This is a victory feast, held in honor of Zhi's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Zhi may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find...
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan.
I'll be waiting for you at the... If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui... Perfect timing. Wen Yuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusu...
Qingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Guess we can rest a bit. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? Guess we can rest a bit.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this. The workers left an Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Swirl, Mark 2, stand clear. Judgment.
Witness the power of Fuwa! Busted! Here comes the catch. Quietly now. As I expected, this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Ambassador, that must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Verdict
Lights out.
water's gone down.
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? Guess we can rest a bit.
You can't run! Rain outlines your fate.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Cha. Ta. Take it easy. Take it easy. The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Nalakad eh.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy. I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up. Quietly now.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis simulation. Don't break my glasses.
Let me weave you a verse. Here comes the catch. Take it easy.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine lick. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course. You'll get there. You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already, I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were... Come on, another round.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poison. I'm more timid than you realize.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an... what was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor
It struck me one...
You have performed, aside from Ching...
Don't worry.
Did you hear that? It was poison. What a nasty guy.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to cap...
We've, seen no progress on the dip, but soon, everything will be taken care of. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey.
How could I forget? The only way is...
Yes, and just look at your two competitors. Qianwei had wealth. Mingbo had reputation, and that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll go...
Yes.
Heck.
Uncle Gao said that Zhi has low self-esteem. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. How well this goes...
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I...
Whoa, this is the... Huh? Zhi, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You look You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room, I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for the Fatui planted but things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, it explains why you acted alone. Of course, none of that.
Jerry. After I die.
A record? Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theo. He'll help me tie up all the loose. He has been eyeing. Shh. Sweet dream.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything.
The game's up? I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the
This is how you want to... Fine. You do you. Nothing else you want...
One wrong move. You followed him. Let's talk about this. When I take off... I don't deny that I used underhanded...
You still don't get it, do you? What do you think? Exactly. Zhi, there's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tian ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tian was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough! That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry. As long as they're willing to co-op, get some rest.
There is now no poison left in his system.
Dr. Baiju,
You needn't worry. It's good we caught it in time.
how did they Unfortunately.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember? Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes. The exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought the assessment process
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalty.
Is it just Paimon, or is up?
Normally, the Yue hype of
Yes, to be quite honest, when I conclude, in the end, even he changed. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as He chose that specific. He also installed a Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him.
But that's still.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous one?
How is...
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail still.
A deal?
Yes. Jury's not the one I'm interested. But once the
Well...
Almost.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about?
Jury with Yusupov. Also, we'd be able to... Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
So...
We got halfway, but when we tried to...
the Fatu...
I found out from other... The Fatui's main... It's a pity that Theophon...
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you... I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at...
Oh, that. I prefer my... Although it'd still be a All right.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. But I'm sure if you keep... Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot... If you have any more questions...
You can't run! Shiver!
Enhanced animal models.
Verdict is...
You can't run! Punishment! Ring cutter! No, my sword!
Time for retribution!
You can't run! Lights out.
Animal test 6308. Swirl, mark 2.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. You can't run! Shiver! Judgment! No, my sword!
Stand clear. Yes.
Verdict is... Ha!
Animo test 60 wheel judgment. Yeah. You can't run. Punishment.
Burn!
Add astra. Thank you for complete.
Oh.